My name is Fred Haise. Unforeseen complications on this Apollo 13 mission caused an abort and threatened its return to Earth. I was one of the astronauts on that almost fatal trip. Every astronaut is carefully trained, mentally and physically, to handle all foreseen emergencies. During this mission, I thought I was suffering the greatest stress of my life. I didn't know that a few short months later, during a routine aircraft flight, I would discover what real stress was. To put it simply, the aircraft crashed and I was severely burned. No one is ever prepared for the tragedy of a burn, and most of us are unaware of how easily and how often people can be burned. These burned children at the Shriners Burn Institute in Galveston, Texas, and the staff of the Institute are very much aware of the seriousness of burn injury, and they would like to share this awareness with you.
The sun, a living ball of fire. A fire that gently coaxed life and progress into our world. Once this boundless energy was harnessed, it brought man out of a helpless darkness and illuminated his way to progress. Man learned to use fire as a tool to help him, and it was good. And it was bad. Every year we are exposed to dramatic scenes of raging infernos, which result in millions of dollars in property damage and, tragically, loss of lives. To most of us, fire seems a remote danger. We are indifferent. It's hard to realize from the comfort of our homes the magnitude of fires and burns. Our modern environment, as comfortable as it is, holds many hazards and threats to our survival. However, in most cases, we are simply unaware of these dangers, and we often literally invite tragedy into our home as a welcome guest. Two years ago, Mark became a Little League star, and his family shared his enthusiasm and excitement. This year, he's still with the team, but with a difference, and his family shares this with him, too. Mark is just one of the 2 million burns that occur annually within every level of our American culture, again and again and again. Young Frederick III spent last summer in Europe with his parents. Freddie spent this summer and fall in the hospital. Young children plus matches are a dangerous combination. Last year, Amy celebrated her 3rd birthday with cake and ice cream. The hospital dietitian arranged for cake and ice cream for Amy's 4th birthday, too. Even big girls of 3 can be scalded in the bath. Last summer, Bobby lost his kite, his ball of string, his front tooth, and his life. Bobby wanted the barbecue fire to burn bigger. It did. Phyllis's mother used to say, "Sweetie, your smile would melt the snow." Today, Phyllis is lucky to be alive, but she finds it hard to smile. In one unguarded moment, the life of little Phyllis was changed forever. Last year, Jennifer won a medal in the junior ice skating competition. Today, Jenny should win another medal for learning to walk again. It only takes a few seconds to be swallowed up in flames. Awareness of the hidden threats in our environment is the first step in the prevention of tragic accidents. For example, all of us know that gasoline is explosive. What most of us do not know is 1 gallon of gasoline has the explosive power of 30 sticks of dynamite. Mark remembered that his father had told him never to use gasoline near an open fire. But they both forgot the hidden fire in the water heater, the pilot light. The vapors from the pouring gasoline silently rolled across the floor and into the waiting pilot light, turning a pleasant summer morning into a lifetime scarred by tragedy. Be aware of other hidden flame sources, the pilot lights of the gas range or the gas dryer. Flammable liquids with their volatile vapors should never be brought in contact with these flame sources. Cleaning paintbrushes, auto parts, motorbike parts, or clothes with gasoline anywhere is an indication of devastation. In addition to the flame's sources, we must also be aware of the things that burn, like clothes. Early man's clothes were simple. As mankind grew and became more complex, so did the materials he used to cover himself, more complex and more flammable. Most modern fabrics ignite easily from contact with even a small flame source. In most cases, it's only a matter of seconds before the garment is in full blaze. Even if you're in the same room with someone who catches fire, human reaction time is usually not quick enough to win the race against hungry flames. Because of the efforts of responsible citizens across our country, we're now afforded some safer clothing. Attractive flame-retardant nightwear is available in sizes 0 to 14. A limited number of flame-retardant children's dresses and blouses are now on the market. An increased awareness on the part of the public hopefully will increase the demand for the presently limited supply of flame-retardant daywear. Until these are readily available, as a stopgap measure, children should wear close-fitting garments, which are less likely to become ignited than loose-fitting clothes. Accidents involving children under 5 and the elderly over 65 quite often occur when the person who is supervising them is distracted or is under emotional stress. A mother who would normally remember to turn away the pot handle range forgets. A momentary distraction at the wrong time, and one forgets that the water in the faucet can be hot enough to cause a severe, even fatal scald to a young child. And once again, out of sight should not mean out of mind. A child's natural curiosity may lead to experimenting with matches. The time to find escape routes from your home is not when your house is on fire. Be sure your family knows how to react to fire emergencies. Have drills or discussions so that everyone will know how to get out. Plan more than one escape route. All too often, after a home fire, firemen will discover the bodies of small children huddled together in a clump. Driven by fear and ignorance, they sought refuge in what turned out to be their charred coffin. We must be especially aware for our children who are not responsible and who do not know about these hidden dangers. Most burn injuries are the result of human carelessness. The word careless is defined as having no concern or interest. Awareness of the hidden threats in our environment allows us to be unconcerned, and that carelessness can be deadly. You have seen some of the hidden threats that surround us. Awareness of these threats can be the difference between life and death. Awareness of these dangers is the first step in the prevention of burn injuries.